The Z107.7 Local News Podcast is brought to you today by the 29 Palms Inn. Every Wednesday night is Locals Night with half-price apps and well drinks. That's the 29 Palms Inn. Now with your Z107.7 Local News, here's Jeff Harmatz.
Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. A man accused of posing as law enforcement and assaulting two people in Landers was arrested in Helendale by the Sheriff's Gang and Narcotics Division. On January 7th, San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of an assault at a home in the 1800 block of Noble Way in Landers. Deputies say that they contacted two victims and identified the suspect as Marion Jones, a 50-year-old resident of Helendale. Deputies say that Jones arrived at the home and falsely identified himself as a law enforcement officer. Deputies say he pepper sprayed a male victim in the face, causing the victim to collapse on the ground. Deputies say Jones struck the victim while he was on the floor. A woman in a trailer on the property heard the attack and fled the scene. Deputies say Jones then used pepper spray on the woman and assaulted her. On Friday, January 30th, Deputy Gonzalez from the Morongo Basin Station, with assistance from the Sheriff's Gang and Narcotics Division, located Jones at his home in Helendale. He was taken into custody without incident. Marion Jones was arrested on suspicion of assault with a chemical and assault with a deadly weapon. He has since been released on bail. Light wind and a quick response from the fire department kept a dramatic residential fire from spreading into the open desert. Robert Haydon has the story.
Right around noon on Tuesday, thick black smoke began billowing into the air just east of Joshua Tree and north of Highway 62. The fire was located on a fenced piece of residential property between La Fernie and Sun Ever Avenue. I spoke to a witness who had called the fire into 911, and he said he didn't see anyone on the property and that the fire appeared to have started in or near a travel trailer. The property is surrounded by dirt access roads and washes with several illegal dump sites located in the area. 3 engines from the San Bernardino County Fire Department arrived to the property and quickly knocked down the fire. Battalion Chief Travis Aguirre was on scene and confirmed that the fire consumed 2 travel trailers, but no injuries or deaths were reported. Another witness who lives near the area said they heard booms on the property earlier that week, and during the fire, a few small explosions could be heard from the blaze. We'll have photos of the fire at this story on our website, Z107.7FM.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Haydon.
The town of Yucca Valley has completed a project that honors active and veteran military members. Online news editor Robert Haydon was at last night's town council meeting and rejoins us with this report.
Recreation Supervisor Clayton Rardin gave a short presentation to council members on the town's new military banner program at last night's meeting. The program was approved by town council in December of last year, and it's intended to honor active duty service members, veterans, and members of the military that have died during or after their service. Rardin says that the banner program received 23 applications and all of them were approved. The banners were installed last Friday in the community center and Brem parking lots, with the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard all being represented. Rardin says that the response has been positive, with further interest from residents now that the banners are out and visible. Applications for the military banner program are accepted all year, with the next round of banners anticipated for fall of 2026. We'll have a link on how you can get more information on the program and apply. 2026 is also the town of Yucca Valley's 35th year as an incorporated municipality, and rather than hold a single standalone event, the town will be celebrating the anniversary during town activities and other milestones, such as the highly anticipated opening of the Aquatic Center. The town council also received a land development update on new business construction around town from senior planner Jared Jerome. He says that national chains Starbucks, Domino's, Jersey Mike's, El Pollo Loco, Dutch Bros, and Walmart all have projects that are progressing steadily. As for local businesses, Star Cafe in Old Town is under construction, with most of the cars that were once on the site now removed. Nice Dream Ices is very close to final inspection and will hopefully be finishing up their landscaping in the next week or so. And Sun Mesa Mini Storage has completed CEQA, and Tumbleweed Sanctuary is adding a parking lot and should be up for CEQA analysis soon. The town council also heard an update on the Morongo Basin Youth Soccer Association's Tournament of Champions that was held in Yucca Valley, and an update on the town's solid waste and recycling programs. We'll have both of those stories later this week, and we'll have links and photos for everything mentioned here on our website. Mayor Pro Tem Jim Schooler was absent from Tuesday's meeting due to his daughter's passing. Stacy Schooler was active in many organizations around Yucca Valley. Mayor Merle Abel closed Tuesday's meeting in honor of Stacy and read a note that the Basin-wide Foundation had shared earlier.
Forever grateful for the joy, energy, and love Stacy Schooler shared with the Miracle League and our Basin-wide Foundation family. She had a way of making every player, volunteer, and friend feel seen, supported, and celebrated. She reminded us of what it means to show up for others, to give without hesitation, and to love wholeheartedly. Rest in peace, Stacy. Your laughter, energy, and heart will live on in every cheer, at every game, and with every smile on the field.
Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Haydon.
The Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors announced yesterday that they will hold a special meeting tonight at 6 p.m. in Covington Park's Mesquite Room. Reporter Gabriel Hart has a look at their agenda.
For the meeting's agenda, the board will continue discussing its mid-year budget review. The board will also continue reviewing a new attorney in the wake of the district's legal counsel Steve Kennedy's resignation last month. Discussions will resume on approving an agreement with K&M Enterprises, who have proposed grant writing and fund development services to support the Morongo Valley Fire Department in pursuing foundation, state, and federal funding opportunities. And in new business, the board will discuss diagnostic and possible repair on Medic Engine 461 with a budget up to $22,000. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
The Morongo Basin Unity Home has announced their 6th annual Casino Night fundraiser. Set for Saturday, February 28th at the Yucca Valley Community Center, this night of fun makes a real difference. Every ticket helps Unity Home continue providing no-cost shelter and support for victims of domestic violence and their children. Tickets are just $35 each or $60 per couple. Join the community, enjoy the excitement, and help families find safety and hope. You can find more about tickets by visiting unityhome.org. And finally, the proposed road improvement project for Morongo Valley between Big Morongo Canyon Road and Desert Willow has dissolved due to substantial opposition, despite the nonprofit Rawson Road Improvements effort to get it passed through the San Bernardino County Department of Public Works. Reporter Gabriel Hart spoke to Catherine Spruth, a voice of opposition to the project, to gain perspective on why the project was unpopular with some residents.
2 years ago, a group of Morongo Valley residents formed the nonprofit Rawson Road Improvement, seeking to form a special roads district through the San Bernardino County Department of Public Works to fix and maintain residential dirt roads and other roads partially paved. The project's focus was on the north side of Highway 62, between Big Morongo Canyon and Desert Willow, and to the north at Panorama, Cheyenne, and Northridge. A pivotal meeting was held on July 16, 2024, where attendees packed Covington Park's multipurpose room to educate themselves on the lengthy process. And while it seemed like the large swath of Morongo Valley was organizing in its potential favor, the project was recently voted down by a substantial opposition. Residents on Big Morongo Canyon removed themselves from the project, followed by residents on Desert Willow, leaving residents like Catherine Spruth to ask further questions of the project's viability to Morongo Valley's financially challenged demographic. When asked what the overall concerns of the opposition was, Spruth said,
"A lot of it was the money, couldn't afford it, and that was just at $20 a month. When it went up to $600 a year, added onto your tax bill, that's a lot of money."
While it was originally presented at $408 annually per parcel by the end of a 13-year projection, the annual cost per parcel would have gone up to $547.29 for the first year, then increased to $629.84 by the 10th year, then slowly tapered down to $386.20 by the last year. Spruth, a resident of Navajo Trail, added that there would have been an unfair imbalance of funds measuring it by parcel on her densely packed road rather than square footage of parcel with other spacious roads containing 5 to 10 acre properties. Navajo Trail and Rawson are two roads in particular ruined, poorly paved with areas potholed or washed away, that would require complete pulverization, and Spruth said that wasn't considered in the already expensive budget.
Okay, at the very end, even though they were trying to keep the money the same, the county was, what they did was they weren't going to tear up the road anymore. They weren't going to pulverize the stuff, they were just bringing dirt in. All they would have done was bring dirt in and put it on top of our road.
On our road, it just would have washed right away, right?
That's what I said.
Yeah,
that's all they were going to do. It's like with our road, if you take it away, all you're leaving down there is rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing but a bunch of rocks. And what are you going to do with the rocks? You can put dirt on them?
Right.
It's going to blow away.
Spruth says she's in favor of road improvements but would rather not involve the county, suggesting a more direct neighborhood effort of renting tractors and dumpsters to haul away the debris. Tune in tomorrow for part 2 of the story, where I talk to 2 of the road improvement project's organizers about what went wrong and what they aim to do moving forward. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.
Locals love the 29 Palms Inn, and they love you back. Every Wednesday is Locals Night with half-price apps and $4 cocktails with any Joshua Tree Distilling Company spirits, another local company. Every day they honor our military teachers and park personnel with 15% off their check. Enjoy the in-between late lunch from 2 to 4 or dinner 5 to 8, Wednesday through Sunday. Make reservations today with a call to 760-367-3505. The 29 Palms Inn, where the tourists head and the locals hang out.